When you're crossing an ocean by sail, it's just you, your boat, and the elements. Your entire world and existence is reduced to a 53-foot bubble as you face the unknown each and every single day. And while you can't control what curveballs may come your way, you can do your very best to prepare the boat and yourself to be able to face those challenges as they come. The last months, we've been focusing all of our efforts and energy into doing just that. And now that we were just days away from casting the lines off and setting off on a 3,000-mile journey across the world's largest ocean, crunch time was here, and it was all hands on deck as we began our final push towards departure day.
Oh, cute! That's awesome, Sierra. It's a whale. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Where was it?
My neck.
Over there?
So we're having a nice, calm motor back to the big city, La Paz. We had a really few nice days out in the islands. It was so nice to be anchored out for a bit and to have a little bit of beach time. But yeah, back to La Paz, and then we also have another crew flying in, Connor. So it's gonna be a lot of things happening in the next coming days.
Look who it is! Connor's back.
Here's a face you might recognize. Connor was part of our lockdown crew in the Bahamas during COVID, a charter member of the Two Titty Yacht Club, and he was part of the team that transited Delos through the Panama Canal. Besides his pretty extensive sailing experience, Connor brings a lot to the table, like master chef vibes in the galley, a never-ending supply of fun facts, and a laugh that transcends space and time.
It's good to see you guys. Good to see you, dude.
Welcome to Mexico.
Looking pretty sharp, eh?
I love it. Looks great.
I could hear somebody.
Oh, what's up?
Welcome aboard.
Oh my God.
Come on down, I'll show you your bed.
Thank you. Oh, this feels
This
so familiar.
is your bed.
It's beautiful.
I'll show you how to use it.
This guy like that. One pin.
Then just go boom.
You should try it out and see if you fit.
A little wet still.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'll do the hover.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're
That's
good.
perfect. Oh,
Okay.
plenty of room.
You got a privacy
Yeah.
curtain here,
Look at that.
so we can't peep in on you when you're sleeping. The old jerk skirt.
I was hoping there'd be one.
All right,
Perfect.
we got our last crew, Nugs. Let's
Yeah.
go to the South Pacific. No wait, we got a shit ton more work.
Oh, right.
Cut to list. These 24 items, plus a bunch of other stuff we forgot to write down, were all that stood between us and one of the greatest adventures of our lives. And now, having some extra hands on board, we would be able to divide and conquer, plus manage to keep each other highly entertained throughout the process. All right, guess what arrived? Dun, 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 the new transmission. So if you don't know about the story on this, thought it would be a really cool idea to be proactive and replace the transmission on Delos, which had about 8,500 or 8,600 hours on it. It was starting to get a little bit rough, but it was still working. So popped in a new one, and we lost forward gear after about 50 hours of running. So I'm gonna go into reverse. You can hear it engage. And you can see the shaft spinning down there, right? Now I'm gonna do the same thing in forward. Nada. Shaft not spinning at all. So that's no good. Kaza recommended we go around everywhere in reverse, which would probably work for some places, but not for the trip we're about to do. So they replaced it under warranty, and today's mission is to pop the old one out, pop the new one in. Any guesses on how long it's gonna take?
An hour?
An hour?
2 hours?
You're so hopeful. You're supposed to go really high.
Okay.
Then I wow you with my...
all day until the sun sets.
Okay, that's better. All right, let's do this. On your marks,
Get set.
get set,
Go.
go. Okay. Go quick. And I'm not allowed to use any power tools.
Whose rules are these?
These are my rules. I make them up as I go. One engine mount bolt out.
If anyone was wondering Brian's workout routine.
This is my boat yoga morning workout. Look at me go. Woo. Third one out. Time.
Under 3 minutes, he's averaging.
Less than a minute per bolt.
Wow.
It's looking good.
Gotta be a new personal best.
Numero cuatro. How am I doing?
5 minutes. 50
Ooh, I
seconds.
took a penalty on that last one. It was hard to get to. Last bell housing bolts out. Now we gotta move the engine back to make room for the transmission.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Boom, call it.
It's 18 minutes or 59 seconds.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I shaved 20 minutes off my last time. Ready? On your marks. Ow. Foot cramp, foot cramp, foot cramp. On your marks.
Okay, but don't you want to start it after you read the manual?
That's true. I was gonna tell you to pause it.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. Note to editor.
No to editor.
Ready?
Okay.
On your mark. Get set.
Go.
Go. And pause it. I can read the manual. Oh. All right, we're making good progress. Got it bolted in. Bell housing's done. And now I'm doing the trickiest part, which is scooting the engine back. And so I've got to do it in a way that it kind of like goes straight in because the alignment on this shaft is crucial. But luckily there's bolts for the engine, and then I didn't loosen the transmission, so that should have stayed the same. And if I can get this one part to fit inside the other one, then it should be good. Millimeter at a time, just scooting it forward.
This is the moment of truth.
It is. Transmission's bolted in, engine mounts are bolted in, coupling's bolted together, filled it with fluid. Okay, I think it's good. Oh, there it goes.
Going to the Pacific!
There's reverse.
Well done.
High five. High five.
Good job.
Amazing.
Including taking it out, was hour and 15 plus, what'd you say, 19 minutes?
Yeah, like
Stop that, under 2 hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now we've only got 12 other things to do. Oh boy. Yeah, this looks like a boat that's ready to go to sea.
Yeah. Well, you have to use your imagination, see through all of this stuff.
Oh my gosh. It's alright, we're gonna get there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We're gonna be ready
I
to
feel,
go
I
before.
feel confident about it.
Delos was looking a bit like a hot mess, but we were actually making pretty good progress. A lot of our tasks were necessities, like replacing our induction stovetop that was on its last legs, going through our medical kit and making sure everything was stocked and up to date, upcycling a secondary man overboard float, replacing and registering our new EPIRB, and lots more. But we also made a few cool upgrades to our connectivity and to feed my inner nerd. When we got rid of the dome, we heard that Starlink was working, so we went and put a Starlink on. We got that up there yesterday. Shading the panel a little bit, but you can't win at everything, right? Now we gotta run this cable through there somehow. Stay tuned for updates on our internet connectivity at sea, thousands of miles away from civilization. And so far, it's worked pretty well.
Yeah.
This looks like a fun project.
We're gonna do some good data. So we thought, let's make this trip, although it's gonna be super fun, make it a little productive, get some cool data science going. So we brought this data logging kit. First off, we're going to log NEMA 2000 data. This is a simple voyage recorder, logs all the NEMA 2000 data to the memory card. The other cool part I thought would be to get a lot of current data with instantaneous power draw, and that's where the rest of this comes into play. So these are current probes, little Hall effect meters, and these clamp over a wire, and it measures the current flow, which travels down this wire into the data logger. So
data logger.
I think wind generator would be super cool.
Oh, to figure out how much power we actually get from wind over the trip, and then we can correlate that to wind speed.
Exactly.
And then we'll have real-time data for how much power we make off wind. That's exciting. So let's clamp it in, install it, and then we'll go from there.
So we got the components set up in here. You can see we have only 1/10 of an amp at 9 volts, so very little.
Nada. And we decided to put the second one on the refriges. So that's pretty interesting. So now we're going to be able to see how much power is actually consumed by the fridges, which I've never been able to do before because everything on the boat, it just counts
The total.
the total, and now we'll be able to isolate the fridges. And I think that's one of our single largest power draws on the boat, actually.
And it'll be very interesting to know as we get to warmer or cooler weather, what happens as it goes, and even just the day to day.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yep.
We're stoked and curious to see what kind of data we'll generate on the crossing. But for now, after a few hard days' work, we are headed into La Paz to treat ourselves to a round of cold ones and some well-earned nourishment.
Chapulín.
The crispy grasshoppers would be one of our last meals in civilization. since the very next day we would be filling Delos to the brim with fresh fruit, veggies, and other goodies to feed 5 people for weeks at sea.
We packed ourselves in the car. Here's the shopping list. It's not that much, but we do need some quantities of these things. I haven't really specified all of the amounts. What I usually do is, because I've done this so many times, I kind of judge it by the space that I know we have on the boat, and then just like visually kind of look and be like, okay, no, this is too many avocados, but we can fit this many.
We don't know how long it's gonna take. We don't know where we're gonna stop between now and then, but we know we're gonna eat well. So that we can rest assured on. So excited, I can't believe we're actually doing this.
I know.
Provisioning for French Polynesia. What? Who does that? We do! We do! Unbelievable! Oh.
Sierra, are you excited? Do you think that's enough cheese?
I think
I think probably good. I love my cheese. Just saying.
that was a cheesy joke.
That's a cheese.
So the girls are masterminding the main provisioning run. I am given side missions. This side mission, 16 blocks of Philadelphia cream cheese.
Meanwhile, I was on a side mission of my own, which was almost important as our gigantic cheese supply.
So it is time to begin the checkout process, and here in Mexico it's a little bit complicated. I got to go to the port captain's office first, get some paperwork, and then I think I have to go get some sort of a health certificate, and I have to pay some anchoring fees with the API department, and then I've got to go to immigration, get those forms stamped, get the passport stamped, and then after that I've got to go back to the port captain's. Then they give you 48 hours to check out. So it's exciting. We're on the last few to-do things. Got to get fuel, check out, get some fresh provisions, and then whoosh, we're off to the Marquesas.
We're doing really good. The Sierra's already started digging into the supplies. So what was our guesses for the price for this store?
I guess $800.
I'm at $850.
And I guessed $1,000.
Yes.
So it was 17,870 pesos.
So the closest person is. Whoa, Kaza! 1,200.
I think you've been doing this
Yeah.
for like a little bit of time, haven't you?
Has there ever been any accidents, any medical problems? Nothing, but he stamped it, and we have no dead people on board, so he was very happy to hear that. Now off to the immigration.
Okay, so we got the rest of the fresh stuff, and I think we're pretty much stocked up. I don't know how we're gonna fit it all, but we will find some space. I hope it's going okay for Brian to check out. We'll see where he's at.
Okay, it took like over an hour in the port captain to fill out a paper, I'm not sure why. And then they gave me another paper that says, okay, now you have to go to the bank and pay there, which means another trip in the car, and then another wait in line at the bank, and then another paper, and then I have to come back to the port captain, and so yeah, I'm over it, but I'm doing my best. Okay, 18th stop of the day. They closed. It took so long at the bank. I was waiting there for like almost an hour and a half. That during that time, the port captain's office closed. But I banged on the door really loudly, and luckily the lady came out and she's gonna help me. She understands. So otherwise, we have to wait till Monday, and it's Friday. So.
Good thing we have such a big dinghy.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh wait, there's Brian.
Dada! Daddy, run!
How did it go?
We're done.
Yay!
I had to beat on the door.
Really? But it's done. We checked
done.
out. Wow.
Checked out. Now we can go.
Yay!
Can't believe I got it done.
Here, pound it. Cheers.
Yes.
Just a spread of the assorted fresh stuff. This is about a third of the total food.
Delos has never.
Avocados.
This is how the
Oh, those are about to be
baskets
filled
looks like
up.
now, and then we can cut to how they're gonna look like.
This fridge is pretty much just full. Broccoli, cheese, whipped cream. There's a lot of cheese. We're gonna go with 40 pounds of cheese. So that's fridge 1. This is freezer. So that thing is just chock full too. Look at those fruit baskets though.
I feel like they look beautiful.
Imagine how heavy those things are. Hi. Are you helping? Yeah. Excuse me. Whoa. I'm trying to show all of our food, Nugget.
Daddy.
This is all canned foods and beans, oils, and then up here there's more beer and Coke. And then this is just filled with wine, bottles of alcohol. Oh geez, it's so full they just fall out when you open it. This is the status of the galley. We gonna make it?
No.
Did somebody buy too many tomatoes?
Yep. Okay. High five team.
High five team.
Did it.
Yeah!
Okay, did it. Wow. Fade to black.
Morning to the fleet, it's Saturday morning. This is the La Paz Cruisers Net. Now for arrivals and departures. The fleet likes to know when their friends are coming and going to plan taco runs. So do we have any arrivals or departures to La Paz?
Yeah, good morning. This is Delos. We're sort of new to the area, but we're departing today, headed for the South Pacific, Marquesas, and I don't know, we'll be back in like another 10 years or so.
It's about that long to do the loop. You guys have a great trip across. We'll be following you along the way. Any other arrivals or departures?
Yeah, we're off the mooring. It's time to head to the fuel dock. It's like the last thing.
I know. It's
Fill
great.
her up with diesel. We need some fuel for the dinghy.
Yeah.
We're gonna go out and anchor a nice little spot for the night, do a few last minute things, and then
That's crazy, huh?
it is crazy, guys. We're gonna cross the Pacific Ocean.
I know. What?
We're gonna take the nuts with us.
How much do we need?
We need about 500 liters. That'll be good for a long time. What do you think, Nugs? Are you ready to go? Chance it. Let's go ahead and shut it down. And let's go ahead and get some sail.
Well, there's never a dull moment. We quickly pulled out some sail, but obviously there's not enough wind to sail. So the dinger's in the water. I just hopped in the rib, tied off the hip, and pushing ahead. Brian's dove in the engine room, see what's going on with the mate.
Oil level's perfect. I've checked for leaks. There's no leaks, nothing obvious. The oil looks good. But I just started it, and then the alarm just started and then stopped again. But now we're okay. The temperature's good. Like everything's normal. Inspection of the oil sender showed some water on the terminals. I had just filled the coolant tank, and it's possible that the moisture from overfilling could have thrown off the resistance reading of the sender. At least that's what I hoped for, that it was a fake alarm. Only time would tell, and we were able to keep motoring to a nearby anchorage where I could troubleshoot the issue some more and take a few other final items off the list, like scrubbing the bottom to maximize our speed during the crossing and doing a full safety briefing with the crew and going over all our emergency procedures and a super in-depth conversation about weather routing and passage planning, which we're going to release as a full separate midweek bonus video. We were as ready as we would ever be, and now all that was left to do was pull up the hook, wave goodbye to Mexico, land, civilization, and set off into the deep blue. Up next on Delos, After months of preparation, the day has finally arrived to set off on our 3,000 nautical mile sail across the Pacific Ocean.
Wow, 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 wow. Hey everybody, I was just on my computer the other day and a little notice from YouTube came up. It was our YouTube birthday / anniversary, and it kind of blew me away a little bit. If you'd have asked me a decade ago if we would still be out here doing this, I would have probably said no, you are crazy, but here we are 13 years later, and it is thanks to all the support and all the love that you have given us over the years. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. To celebrate, we're gonna run a little sale on the shop. If you head on over to svdelos.com/shop, you can get the tanks, you can get the rash guards, you can get the kids clothing, everything else that we have for sale that we've created over the years. And during checkout, if you enter the code BDAY13, you will get 13% off. That's 1% for every year that we've been out here sailing around making YouTube videos, all thanks to you and your support. That is it. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you again, and sending much love from Delos to you from the ocean. We're out. Bye.
You know what can really help you sort through these important issues? What? Orange Mocha Frappuccino!
It's like my cool necklace. Sierra made it for me, and I have to wear it when I'm working on the boat, which is a little inconvenient, but it's a beefy bowl.
That's what she said, or he said.
See if this pole fits.
That's what she said.
Excuse me?
That's what she said.
Hey Jordan, what's up girl? You Edwin, what you doing? Were you at Spain?
We just take this. Oh, that was
straight from the crew, out to the blue. We represent the voices of my ancestors calling, and I was getting more semi-culture is falling. Now we have a step up for the past 20 calling.